have to summon the energy. After the rage in my heart, I have to bring out the positive vibes and push down the demons. Hello everyone, and welcome to Roleplay, our D&D podcast. We are experiencing technical difficulties tonight, but it seems like maybe they've gone away. I've got sugar, I've got caffeine, and I've got rage in my soul to help me maybe TPK my players. Said TPKers would be my good friend Brett. Brett, who are you playing tonight?
Oh, I'm playing as Bjorn Mudhands. He likes getting mud out his hand, and that's not euphemism for poop. He likes making clay shit.
I don't think anyone in this universe went to shit hands, but apparently that's all right. Also joining us, my good friend Romeo. Who are you playing as tonight, Romeo?
I'm playing as Tony the Hobgoblin.
Tony the Hobgoblin. He's our cleric boy, right? He's got a kind of a rough side to him for a priestly figure. Is that a fair assessment?
That is.
And last but certainly not least, our good friend and beloved companion, Jessica. Jessica, who are you playing tonight?
My name is Ebros, and I'm a mortal barbarian. No, I'm just kidding.
Ebros is dead in the ground.
I am playing Watson, the Air Genasi rogue, and most importantly, I am playing Weasley, who's a weasel, not a ferret.
Yeah, Weasley is your little companion that you paid a gold for because you couldn't afford more expensive things. And speaking of couldn't not afford and stuff, fucking let's do a recap because it seems like it's been a hot minute. The three of you, backgrounds hidden to our viewers, of course, are a struggling group of adventurers. Cash is tight, adventuring is tight, and normally you wouldn't take these hunt jobs. You wouldn't look for the wanted criminals, turning them in. You'd kind of just do your thing, but cash is tight, jobs aren't flowing, and your pockets are draining. So when you saw that a particular thief, a Cheval Gar, accused of stealing many magical items, trafficking them through some sort of network, had a bounty on his head that was climbing, you all decided it was time to go after him. Arriving in a very unusual but long-named town of... What did we rename it? We renamed it mid-session. It was...
New Jersey!
New Jersey Shores. You found that there were some goblins offloading suspicious materials. A local guard, knowing that he had no power to search them, but suspicious, contracted you in secret. You were interrupted mid-conversation with your goblins, only to find that a very large figure in heavy plate was smashing goblins left and right, retrieving something from their haul, and then disappeared as quickly as they appeared. After the combat, which included throwing goblins into the ocean to giant crabs, you did a little shopping around the market, after which you took off on your adventure, heading for a small stop famous for its little carnival, a stop known where travelers can rest after their beach. It's called the Swords Crossing. Tony, with your passive perception out in these rolling hills, you hear a distant scratching. You hear dirt being shuffled quickly, and it sounds almost like a creature kicking at the ground.
Do I recognize this sound?
Give me a survival check.
Oh boy. Let me see. Oh, I'm actually not that bad. Let's see.
I'm not garbage.
I say that and I roll like shit. 11.
It's some sort of mammalian creature. It seems to be just kicking. But it seems to be thumping up against sand, and you don't know what it is. It sounds like it's not too far off, but the franticness of the kicking suggests that something is nearby.
Yeah, we can go take a look.
you group up and begin sort of wandering through the hillsides. It's a deserty kind of landscape, not Saharan desert, but a kind of a rolling desert, little bits of dead bush and brushery everywhere, little bits of foxholes and random cave-ins where you see that the dirt has collapsed or slidden into boulders, away from boulders. But as you're walking along, it stops. You look around, you see a few cactuses, you're not entirely sure what you're looking for. And then you hear it again, this scratch, 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 thump, 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 thump. And it appears that just down the hill from where you are at, in a patch of cactuses, something is wriggling, something is moving. What are you guys doing? No, investigation would not be applicable
I do
to
an
this role.
investigation check.
I'm gonna do a nature
See if I
check
can
to see if it's some sort of
identify
creature
more
or
about
animal
whatever's
that's
happening.
just kind of scurrying.
Yeah, nature would be fine.
All right.
Yeah, you could do a survival.
Do
I got a
survival.
13.
For your nature check, you recognize the
Nice.
cactuses. You see
I got
that
a
they
dirty
are funnel cacti, which are known to grow on slopes. Creatures that are not careful when approaching them could potentially knock one down, trapping them underneath the cactus. It's incredibly painful. It's not lethal, but now you've got a creature writhing underneath. As for your survival, I would tell you that any creature unfortunate enough to fall into here will die a very slow death. You'll find that just being pinned under these large plants, it makes it hard to will yourself to push up against the spikes. You sit there and you wait for help in this little pit that has been created, this small downward slant of the land, which now has probably a cactus with a creature pinned underneath it at the bottom. It's not a good way to go.
I'm gonna go ahead and does it seem like the cactus is easily cut away?
Maybe be careful.
They potentially cut away easily, but they would probably roll down further into the valley.
So they're kind of on a cliff's edge too?
They sit on the hillside, ready to tip over at any moment. They typically only grow in this manner as a means of defense against creatures trying to eat them.
Got it. Is there a rock anywhere that I could tie a rope to?
Yeah, there's plenty of rocks around here. No problem, and you should have rope in your pack.
Yes, I'm gonna go ahead and use my Dungeoneer's pack, and I'm going to go ahead and, safely
Pull some
anchor
up.
anchor myself. Oh, pull. Can you?
I wasn't sure what the rock was for. I thought it was a bolo situation.
No, I was going to try and free the animal from.
Gently go down. Okay.
Gently go down and try.
No
and free
problem
the
at
animal
all.
from-
There's literally a boulder right behind one of you, so that's fine. You managed to find a tough boulder. You tie yourself off and you slowly slide down the hillside on your feet. Just give me a acrobatics just to make sure, or a dexterity.
Or acrobatics or athletics. What do you want to do?
What do you have?
I got athletics.
Yeah, do it.
All right.
You're maintaining that leg strength as you're sliding down.
At 20.
Wouldn't have
a
mattered
bunch of
anyway, I
extra.
suppose. Yeah, you get closer and closer to the bottom of this small valley. It's not huge, and you look to your left, your right. You see the cactuses looming like they're ready to fall on anyone who might agitate them or touch their ground by accident. But you get down between them in a patch, and you see a pair of fuzzy legs kicking. You can't see the figure as it's mostly trapped, but it's kicking its legs, almost trying to dig a hole underneath, but it's not really making any headway. This is not a good technique. And it's very large. These are huge legs. You suspect maybe a rabbit, an enormous rabbit or something.
All right. Well, I'm gonna. guess he's pinned under one of those cactus.
Yeah, you can only see the
leaves.
legs at the moment.
Can I tell that if
a grunting though? You do hear an unusual grunting. Rabbits don't really grunt, as far as you know.
yes, if I cut the leaf, will it seem to free him up, or was
You could cut
pulling
the
him-
cactus gently in the middle, releasing some of the pressure from the person underneath.
I'll do that first. I will cut away to kind of relieve some pressure, and then I will grab the back legs to try and help him.
They
out
they
and-
hear the gentle slicing of the cactus, and they immediately go still, perfectly still. And then you grab the leg. There's a twitch of this furry leg, a temporary but quick twitch as it kind of panics a little bit, but then relaxes its body as you slowly cut through this, knowing that there's a creature on the other side. And as you cut through, you kind of make grooves, allowing you to get a finger hold. Are you just pulling the cactus away at this point?
Yes, I'm gonna pull it away, and then I'm gonna try and grab this guy, get this little fuzzy dude, and bring him back up to safety.
Okay, you see a fully clothed rabbit, one that's almost as big as you, and they look with shock as you reach out, and they slowly grasp your hand, realizing they have some needles in it, pull them out really quick, and then reach for your hand, and you slowly kind of work your way back up the hillside with this person grabbing your belt loop to safety.
I thought you were just some sort of, little common creature that got stuck. I was just trying to be nice.
Yeah. So here I'm revealing the character now that you're beyond this cliffside. Yes, let's have the character introduced, but this little, maybe half-sized rabbit person, wearing a cloak and a hat, wielding just a stick and maybe a few tools and a book, shakily pulls out needle after needle after needle, and finally begins speaking to you. And she says, "Hello, thank you, hello. Oh, my name's Berna. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm really glad you came across me when you did. It's not really great to get pinned under the cacti, but sometimes it happens and it just can't be helped. It's just one of those things. So when you're foraging, make sure that you always keep a fair distance or forage with a partner. Or perhaps use a rope and tie it off. I'll remember that one for the future."
Oh yeah, anytime. I'm always happy to help a creature in need.
What a kind fellow you are. There's not so many left of you in the world, but it's a pleasure to meet you. What brings all of you out to the middle of nowhere, really?
Well, we're on our way to, the name escapes me. Forget the town, but basically we're,
Swords Crossing.
What?
Swords Crossing.
Swords Crossing. We are looking at collecting a bounty. We are searching for somebody in particular whose name also
I'm
escapes me. The Shadow Guy.
Chevalgar. I don't know the
Chevalgar,
name, but
yes.
I'm out here all the time foraging for goods, looking for things, plants, healing,
Chevalgar.
anything I can find, really.
Chevalgar.
If there was anyone that came by here, I may have seen them. What did the person? Do you have a poster, or do you know what they looked like?
Sure.
So
Yes.
you will have seen posters of Chevalgar in your
Yes.
in your
I'm
hunt.
pretty sure they're
But
big.
when you say
and
big
they
with
wear
armor, she goes, there was a guard who came through here. Not particularly large, but of a decent size. Perhaps he was the one you're talking about?
Yes, we came across somebody in our previous town over. He was clad in armor, very large. He might be the same person.
This was
we may-
this was a regular human, and they don't get very big, as far as I know. I've not seen a giant. If so, is that what you're referring to?
No, not a giant humanoid, but still large for a human.
He was maybe your size, the one I saw.
Okay. Well, we might want to check it out. He may be the same person. We only saw him during the midst of combat, and you know that sometimes your mind plays tricks on you, and you think something's bigger than it actually is.
And this is the person you're looking for, or this is unrelated?
We're not sure yet. We think he might be a lead to the person we're looking for. If you take a gander at this poster, have you seen this guy?
You show her the poster of the shaved head man with the white beard, and she goes, "Oh, I have seen this one." He was accompanying a group of colorful-looking fellows. Let's call them colorful-looking fellows who were going towards town. But then at the last moment, they kind of split off and went around the town. Although I was kind of following them out of curiosity, and he never left.
Oh, so we may find him in this town up ahead.
Yeah, if you're willing to let me sleep over at your camp for the night, I could walk with you the rest of the way. I could introduce you to the innkeeper or some of the townspeople. It would be no pleasure.
Oh,
My pleasure. Nope, it's a pleasure. Not a pleasure.
That would be fantastic. And if you have any potions or remedies of the sort, we can always use those.
Unfortunately, I'm not trained in any potion making or anything of the sort. I sell my plants to the local potion maker, and I sell some good smelling objects that I find to the hotel where they use the scent to help travelers relax.
Oh, sounds lovely. Yeah, if you could introduce us to us.
Yeah,
Two people. Maybe if
I'd be happy to.
you get a vendor's discount, perhaps.
I'll try my best.
Nice.
Yeah, but you guys are free to rest for the night if you like. It's completely up to you. The sun's going down. You've kind of missed more opportunity for travel in this.
That's probably for the best.
I would like to.
Okay, what do you tell Whiskers? Because he's supposedly
and also,
intelligent.
weasels are
and
nocturnal, so Whiskers is going to help keep watch.
he just gives you like
I'm
an
gonna say Whiskers, keep watch, and if anything
I don't like
shady
that
happens,
Nick said
or people look like they're going to attack us, you come and wake me up.
Don't think that I didn't catch that.
Listen, it's what you were told. He was trained.
Quote unquote.
I
Yeah,
will.
you
I will
guys,
stay
you wind down. You prepare for rest. Berna makes her own little spot and kind of just starts tinkering with some of her plants that she found. But it looks like we have a weasel to help with the rests, as well as I think Tony and Brett. Did you say that your character was going to help?
Yeah, I mean, I'll take first watch. Or it doesn't matter.
You and the
which
weasel, and Tony and the weasel for the second watch.
Alright.
And
So is it a house or is it a
also,
home?
I'm learning so much about weasels, but also they're territorial and will defend their homes.
I'm gonna roll for
and
opinions.
technically
If home is where the heart is.
well, I'm technically his home, so he's gonna defend me.
But yeah, you guys rest for the night. It's peaceful. There's
His home is my jacket pocket. Thank you.
you guys rest for the evening. You wake. Berna's feeling much better. Still very appreciative of you saving her out in the forest. She went to bed kind of early, feeling the struggle of having been underneath a cactus for several hours. But she's kind of leading you guys to the main town. You have maybe a few hours to ask her any questions. I know you already questioned her about whether or not there had been any shady characters coming through, and to which she had simply replied that, yeah, plenty of people come through, but she wasn't familiar with anyone until you showed her a illustration of Chevalgar, at which point she had said, yes, I'm pretty sure he works in town. You're looking for a bald man with a big old beard, very skinny, a rogue type. With that said, guys, do you have any more questions for Berna before you get to town?
I do. I'm wondering if there is a... my character's really bummed that he didn't have enough money to purchase a shirt at New Jersey Shore. It said, I went to New Jersey Shore and all I got were these giant crabs. Is there any shop that would have that around here?
She looks to you and she goes, well, I think maybe you could go to the carnival. You go to the carnival and you could get some wonderful things there. There's probably souvenirs. In fact, I know there's souvenirs at the carnival.
Ooh, excellent. Let's go to the carnival, guys.
She goes, I don't know if it's actually open today. They typically open when they know there's going to be a large group coming through, but sometimes when business is really in the slow season, they'll open it for small groups. It really just depends. You can go and you can ask when we get there if they're willing to do something like that for you.
Excellent.
Yeah, if you guys don't have any more questions, as you march to town, you finally reach the edge, and she says, all right, here we are, guys. If you want me to give you a little tour, I can. I highly recommend that you, when possible, stay in the local inn if you can. I know that camping outside is kind of the cheaper option, but the inn is wonderful. It smells really good all the time, and you'll find that you'll actually wake up very refreshed when you stay in the inn. I highly recommend it.
How much do they charge at the end?
Well, it's not cheap. It's a golden night, but I mean, for being out in the middle of nowhere, that's kind of cheap.
I'm actually loaded, so
Interesting.
game on for this inn. And I lost a
Loaded? Where the hell did you get?
If you don't mind, I just need to stop at this building here on the left really quick, and then I'll continue our tour if that's all right.
All right.
Yeah, you see her quickly kind of hop off and disappear into this little what would you call this? This adobe kind of structure. Oh no, not the roof! Is the door not open? Oh, the door is open. I'm just missing it. Damn it! Right. There it is. All right. I see that one of you is gonna follow.
Yeah.
You're welcome to. The door's not. There is no door actually. It's just a curtain. It looks like.
Thought we're following what's going on.
Yeah, you come in and you see that she's exchanging some plants that she had collected on the side of the road. She's putting them over the counter, and they are giving her silver in return.
Ooh, what are you selling?
What are you buying? No, she... Oh, no. Leon! Sorry, is Jess in or out right now?
She's restarting her computer.
Okay, that's what I thought it said, but I wasn't sure if that was the recent message or not. I'm gonna cut that little tidbit out. Poor Jess. Yeah, you see that a white dragonborn is supervising a dwarf who is trading the materials for the cash. It looks like this is some sort of potion shop.
Interesting. Yeah. I'm gonna ask the proprietor of this establishment if he often accepts raw ingredients for coin.
The Dragonborn pushes past what appears to be her employee, and she speaks to you. She's very, very pristine. She keeps her head high. Her robes are very, very fine quality, but they're almost foreign. You're not really familiar with the style that she's wearing. And she says, "Be quick with your words, please. I spend no time for fools. What is it you want?"
Oh, I just noticed this person was exchanging some herbs and such for some coin. I was wondering, do you generally buy people's herbs they find out in the wilderness?
I have a contract with Berna. She goes and she finds me the local flora and fauna. This is something that I probably would not ask of anyone else.
All right.
If you seek potions or healing, come to me quickly. I do not wish to have anyone die, but if this is not something you need, then be on your way, please.
All right. Understood.
She doesn't seem to suffer any sort of dilly-dally or casual talk. She's kind of just business all the way.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and leave because I feel like I'm not wanted here.
Standing outside, Berna looks to her left, looks to her right, and she goes, "Oh, so here's the tavern I was talking about. I actually sleep here every night. I highly recommend staying here. I actually also provide the local recipes here for better sleep. So when you walk into the tavern, you'll notice that it's got a pleasant little smell in the air, and that actually helps you sleep better than you normally would if you were in your tent."
D&D ambient, nice.
If you do sleep in the inn, you will find that you awake with inspiration.
Ooh.
So there is a better rest bonus for going into it. Additionally, if you sleep in the inn, you can cure 1 extra day's worth of exhaustion if you decide to sleep there.
Ooh, excellent.
Yeah. She says, but yeah, I actually sleep there. I pay my room by supplying all of the local plants that would help, keep it smelling really nice at night. You might be one to assume this, but that huge tent over there is actually the carnival.
Ooh. They have games of chance in this carnival?
They do have some games, yeah.
And skill?
Yeah. I mean, then there's also the local bar down the street, and you'll find that there's a guard post over at the end of the road. They keep the unusual sorts from sneaking in and out a little bit too much, and the rest is just mostly farmland and kind of barren rolling hills. But other than that, there's plenty of travelers who come through, and things change, and sometimes this town is packed to the brim, no room at all, and sometimes it's a ghost town.
Excellent.
Well,
so roughly about the off season, I'm assuming.
Yeah, we're pretty much in off season right now. But if there's anything you need, just let me know. I'm gonna head out for the day and continue looking for more fauna.
Awesome. Before you go, can you point us in the right direction of the man we're looking for? The bald-headed chap.
Oh yeah. Last I saw, he was working at the carnival.
Excellent.
Okay, if there's nothing else I can do for you, adventurers, I'll be on my merry way. And you see the Harangon just kind of hop away.
Bjorn has his hand up, extending a high five, but she has already turned around and he just puts it down sadly.
Alright, removing her from the board. She's gone for now.
Which one is the
yeah.
building, or is it the castle we're looking for?
Sorry, which one is the what now?
inn?
The inn is this big wooden, it's enormously tall wooden building just next to where you're standing.
What is
Yeah, the one right here, next to the adobe
what
house.
is the building where I'm standing? Sorry if you said this hard.
Your team went in there and was kind of rejected immediately unless you needed immediate healing or potion. She kind of shooed you away, but it appears to be some sort of apothecary.
And then we were told that the bald-headed gentleman we were looking at, because Bjorn is really terrible at remembering names.
Is it
Shevel. His first name
Shevel.
Shevel, last name Gar.
Shovel face Gar, got it.
I heard that he worked at the
Shovel face, yeah.
Yeah, he says he's...
Yeah, Berna had mentioned that there was someone who looked like him at the carnival.
Didn't you say the
Yes.
carnival wasn't happening
Then-
right now, though?
She said that it's an off-season. They still open sometimes for small groups, but they may or not be willing to give you guys a show right now. It just
Okay.
depends.
Interesting. So let's go head over there.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll
Yeah.
find the man we're looking for.
Okay, let's see here. Just bringing up my notes section really quick. I have a million notes for this fucking mini campaign.
Wait, is that man holding the spinal column?
Is
Spinal Tap!
No, it's like a stick.
I'm pretty... Yeah, it's just a little jester thing. But actually, yeah, it is a spinal column. That's the strangest puppeteering I've ever seen.
Also, he's very small.
Oh, bro. Well, you can't help it, right?
Damn.
People are just built short. You gotta be heightest about it. Fuck.
Yeah, as you approach, you see a few of these people having conversation. There is a jester. There is a small, what appears to be a young girl, not what maybe you mistook at first as some sort of hobbit, but no, just a young kind of short girl. And then a large bald man with big beard, kind of swiggling around a little potion in his hands and having conversation with the girl. When they see you walk up, they pause as if waiting to see what you're going to say.
Can I
to
do
them.
an investigation check to see if this bald man is the one that we're looking for?
Yeah. It would require some level of little touches. Investigation is there's some level of revealing things, whereas perception is just straight up looking.
I walk over to Watson and I whisper in her ear, like, just ask him.
I'll just do... Alternative question. Can I do an investigation check with sleight of hand? Like, I'll be... No. Okay.
No.
I'll just do a perception check.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Yeah, I'll do that. Okay. Yeah. I got a natural.
A nat 1. You're convinced that, like, anyone here, including your companions, could be Shovel in disguise.
My character walks
the paranoia
over
runs high.
And asks, "Hi, what's your name?"
Why, hello, my name is Wendell, and this is my carnival. What is it I can do for you today?
I'm gonna give him the side eye.
Yeah. What did he say his name was? Sorry.
Wendell.
Wendell. Hi, Wendell.
And this is my daughter, Wendy.
Wonderful Wendy. What's your wife's name?
Oh, she is no longer with us.
I mean, she still had a name. But, okay.
She did, but this is very private to me, and I do not know why you ask such things. This is a carnival, right? You're here to have fun, not to hear sad story.
That is true. We're actually looking for someone named Shovel, bald-headed gentleman, such as yourself.
I do not know of this person you speak. I've never seen them.
Do you know everybody in this carnival? Is this your carnival?
Yes.
one here?
For the most part, I run the carnival, but you see, I have a manager who is in charge of checking and organizing performances. I am a big picture kind of person. There was a few bald gentlemen who have come in and out of service, but I do not recognize the name.
Interesting. All right, well, maybe... What's your manager's name? Maybe we can talk to him. Maybe he remembers somebody passing through.
Yes. You could talk to the manager / accountant who is in charge of paying everyone. Surely she would have the information you're looking for. She should be somewhere around here. And he kind of looks left and right and he says, you are welcome to look around, and let me ask you, why are you looking for this person?
We're on a quest to find this man.
For what purpose am I giving up one of my workers?
Oh, no, nothing crazy, you know. Just, got other towns looking for him, you know, nothing to worry about.
Make a persuasion check. Make a deception check, actually, because you are lying about him not needing to worry about anything.
Let's see here.
Roll it for me in game, please.
I am.
Oh, look at that floating bone. Roll that floating bone. Hit somebody with it.
Whatcha!
Oh, it's gone.
It's gone. And that's going to be an 8 because I'm a -2.
He looks very unconvinced to you, and he says, Listen, I don't want any trouble, and perhaps if I knew the purpose for which you were looking, I could give you better information. Do you understand what I mean?
I walk over to Tony and be like, hey, why are we looking for this guy again?
Can I tell him that Weasley was left in someone's will for Shovel Guard, and I'm trying to deliver him?
Oh, yeah, give me a deception on that.
You want me to do it in game? I don't know.
Whatever, either way.
Okay.
Base bar.
I'll just do it.
And then
You said deception?
grab it and eat it.
Yeah, deception. You're lying about delivering this
Oh boy,
weasel.
I got an 8.
Weasley looks up to you and Weasley just like,
Oh, I
he's
got
confused.
an 8.
He goes, I am sorry, but we are actually closed today. We're not really allowing anyone in just to speak or look around. I don't think you should be here unless you're ready to pay.
Hey, to see the show?
Yes.
How much is it?
It would be 5 gold apiece.
Bro, literally no one loves magic more than me, but that's a little steep.
He says it is off season, the prices are a little higher. Unfortunately, we cannot get people to work for nothing. Even this 5 gold apiece will be split very thinly among my people.
Hear me out.
Well, what if we wanted
Hear me
to?
out. It's off season, so the alternative is you don't work at all. And some money is better than no money.
He says, "Ah, shucks, that is so true. I guess we'll just have to close for today."
Hurry up.
Someone have to.
I have gold. It's 5 gold for all of us, or 5 gold apiece?
Sorry, I was swallowing. It's 5 gold apiece.
Oh, yeah. I don't know about that.
What if we want to talk to your manager? Maybe we're, interested.
But I am the owner. That makes me the manager.
That's not true. You just said there was a manager inside.
I mean a manager of paperwork.
I want to speak to your manager.
I don't have a manager, but
I want to speak to him.
What if? What if? What if? Ready? What if you let us see the show, and then if it's really good, we'll help you perform.
He's like slowly backing away towards a different room.
Can I see?
Why are we looking for this
Can
guy?
I see inside of the tent from where I'm standing?
Yeah, there's some spots where you can peek through, and it appears that there's a lot going on in there. You see some armored figures. You see a large beast, a man in a cloak, a bard. You see that people seem to be practicing their performances in there.
I'm gonna go off to the side with Tony and Bjorn, and I'm gonna say, if you make a distraction, I can try to sneak in with Weasley and see what's what.
Works for me.
Yeah, what are you guys gonna do? What's your plan here?
Let's see here.
I'm gonna mosey right next to the entrance. So just be like,
Considering my character has good athletics, I'm gonna go ahead and pull out a couple of clay cups that I have created on my travels and juggle them in front of the guy.
As you begin to, create your distraction, you're surprised to see a man on the roof jumping down to land in front of you.
Can I help you?
He says, "Why, hello, how are you doing today? I see that you are not leaving when subtle hints are given for you to leave."
Yeah, well, we're just trying to look for this dude. We were told he might be here.
Ah, yes, but we don't know who you're talking about, and you're kind of not taking any hints. I think perhaps it is time for you to leave.
Well, if this is the kind of customer service that, I'm gonna get here, I don't even want to see your show. Goodbye.
we're gonna leave you a bad Yelp review.
Yeah. We're gonna walk around here, and then we're gonna check the back to see if there's any openings we could possibly sneak in. This is, of course, not me, my character, saying this out loud.
Okay.
Me.
Yeah, you're immediately stopped by a large figure with mace. And he just kind of blocks your path.
Well, I'm gonna keep going this
What
way
if-
then.
He says, hey. Don't make me call the town guard. Come on, you didn't pay.
I'm gonna secret conversation with Weasley, and I'm gonna have him run like over here and be like, I have to get my weasel, and I'm gonna chase after him.
Ooh, okay, he's actually going to panic at what you're doing, and he's going to take off chasing you down, and he starts screaming for someone to call the town guard as he chases you.
I'm gonna be like, wait, I just need my weasel.
Okay, unfortunately that means that we are in fact entering turn-based. Turn-based mode. Alright, everyone, roll me your initiative.
I really was just trying to chase my weasel, though.
You got a 15.
Got a 12.
Alright.
Sorry, I had to get rid of it.
So that would be Tony, Brett, Jess. Oh, what's happening? Goodness.
There's a hole in the ground.
Turn-based. Thank you. Initiative. Why are you all invisible on my screen suddenly? What the fuck?
Can't fight what you can't see.
Oh, sad. There's a little dragon centipede in a cage. Don't want that. Oh my god, is that a cat? Wizard's hat. Is that a Yeti? Oh my gosh.
You like that?
Or nightmare fuel.
The what is?
Horse
The
people.
horse people.
Oh, you finally spotted the horse people.
That is nightmare inducing.
I feel like the horse people and the Yeti should switch cages.
Wait, who are the horse people?
By the Yetis. They're by the Yetis.
Yeah.
No. Well, the opposite direction.
Oh.
Okay, goodness. Alright, top of the turn order. No one's done any attacking yet, but Tony, you're up.
Maybe we try to defuse the situation, guys.
I mean, you could, or you could fight horse people. What are you doing, Tony?
I guess I just use my turn to try to tell them that Watson's just going to get the ferret.
It's a persuasion then, but it's going to be a disadvantage. Everyone's kind of riled up right
I'm
now.
gonna shout while this is happening too. He's a weasel.
Okay, I'm gonna knowing that I'm gonna bonus action help myself because that's something I can do. But that means that one less for today.
Come on, Mr. Cleric. Use your clericiness.
Natural 20.
I did say with disadvantage, sir.
I used my bonus action to help myself, so.
Oh, that's what
I
you
gave
meant.
myself-
Okay, you gave yourself the help action, not like an inspiration. Oh, perfect. Okay, this holy man who walks slowly with a cane just immediately, shouts that it's a misunderstanding. This is okay. All right,
I'll
awesome.
play it up a little bit, and I'll like trip a little bit on the dirt.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Where's
My
the-
heart
Hold
medication.
on, where's my where's the button? There's a button for this. There's a button for exactly what you're talking about.
I think right click and then status.
There it is.
Knockdown, yeah.
Hold on! He just trips. Okay, that brings us to Bjorn Mud Hands or Shit Hands, whatever.
I'm gonna go run to help my friend and be like,
You're gonna
please,
ham it up?
Somebody help us! He's old, he can't walk good!
Give me a performance check, except this will be with advantage because there's no reason you should have a hard time with it, and you already have this dude laying on the fucking ground. This old man. So good.
No! It's a -2 to charisma, so it's even worse. So it's an 8.
It's a bit hammy and doesn't seem to be doing anything for the situation whatsoever. A couple people turn concerned, but no one's really running to help you. The name of this episode is going to be "I've Fallen and I Can't Get Up." All right, Watson, it's your turn. Your teammates have, to some level, given you some help here, and you know there's several ways this could go, but at this point it's kind of hinging on you.
So here's what I want to do, if this is possible. I want to dive and scoop up Weasley and say like, "Take me instead." But as I'm rolling and when I catch him, I want to sleight of hand slice open the tent a little bit and like lay on the ground covering Weasley, so they think I was just catching him. Does that make sense?
You're putting a hole in the tent.
So like I wanna like dive, roll, catch him, cover him with my body, but while I'm doing that, I wanna like slice the part of the tent that's like right by this entrance. So like it's cut open, and so you can kind of like see what's going on in there. But I want to.
You want to get a glimpse.
Yeah, but I want to sleight of hand it so they can't tell that I'm doing that.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be your turn to do this whole thing, and I think we're gonna.
You are next to an opening in the tent.
I know, but it'll open it more.
Okay, go for it.
So what do you need me to do for this?
Sleight of hand.
Okay. That is a 16.
So you're basically like pretending to fall down, catching this creature, but you're taking a peek inside while you have an opportunity, like really looking around. 16's fine. No one's expecting it. I think you get a look inside, only to see that there is a manticore flying in the room while a couple of warriors and a bard watch intently. He seems to be training it to do tricks.
The manticore.
It is, I don't know if you guys can see it, I'm showing it to our audience, but it is a lion with wings and a fucking scorpion's tail.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me lower the,
I can see that.
I'm
gonna turn around, my eyes are gonna look really alarmed as I look at my friends.
They're busy hamming it up over in the corner, they don't even notice you.
His heart medication! Where's his heart medication?
Weasley is captured by you, so he's not going to do anything. Rendo is his name. Oh. And he's going to run over, and he's going to attempt to grapple you. He's not going straight for the attack, so this will be a contested roll.
Okay.
Although you could choose to fail, I suppose.
What am I rolling for?
You're rolling against his strength.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let it happen, but I'm gonna be holding Weasley, like, protectively.
You could use your dexterity to slip away. You don't have to use strength, but if you slip away, then the chase continues for sure.
What?
She's not resisting! She's not resisting!
I got a 17 for dexterity, and I just want to be like, leave me alone, I got my weasel, we'll be on our way.
Okay, you slip out of his grasp. He used his action to try to do that. This creature's just going to run the fuck away.
No.
Oh, the cat.
Okay, cool. You see this massive creature. Let me see, what's my distance here? Hop the fence. And he straight up punches
You're like,
you.
bro, I didn't even do anything.
Oh my gosh, weak. I doubt a 12 hits.
No, it does not.
Okay, coming in for the left hand. Fucking A, man. Ugh. You gotta be kidding me. Alright, well, I doubt a 10 hits then. Okay, that's gonna be the end of his turn. He's gonna reposition tactically to try to block you in. Okay. You see as this, what appears to be a giant chained up troll, simply undoes his lock and begins running towards you. Okay, he's gonna swing this large log that he's holding in his arms. Where's my freaking... I need to clear some of these dice away.
Didn't even attack, for the record. Oh no.
Oh yeah, even without modifier, I'm assuming that hits.
Yeah. Well, what was it?
It was a 19 plus 5.
That definitely does hit, unfortunately.
9 points of bludgeoning damage. Okay, that brings us to the next in the order.
Bard Gilliard.
This person's going to move, but is not going to attack. Next in the order, yeah, Bard Gilliard. He's gonna hop down. He is going to cast Firebolt.
Definitely gonna be dead.
Oh my gosh, not if a fucking 7 hits.
I like to think that I'm
These are
holding
garbage rolls.
Weasley and bobbing and weaving all of these attacks.
Alright, Booger the Clown runs over, sees that you're on the ground, and actually takes his action to help you out. Alright, the monk's gonna get in on this. Oops, I didn't mean that, but that's okay. Bonus action, dash. He's also going to kind of monitor this situation over here, concerned at what's going on. And then, last but not least, he's gonna run over, but she's kind of short. Hearing a commotion outside, these guys are gonna run for the door.
What have you done to
I
his
literally
chest?
tried to do nothing for once.
Well, I mean, trying to open things when you were...
I was trying to catch my weasel. Alright.
Well, storming the grounds seems like maybe it was not the hot choice.
He's a slippery little weasel. He goes and does what he wishes.
Okay. Some of these people aren't actually going to be moving, although some of them are going to take a turn to figure out what's going on. This group that was just passing through town readies their weapons, but seems to just be observing. See a man run out from the shitters, seems to be approaching to figure out what's going on.
Treating the master bathroomsmith.
You watch them. A guard hops over their posts and begins charging. Woo! Open door! Alright, Tony, that brings us back to you. What's happening?
And I don't want to make worse, like even worse than the turn before.
I mean, it seems like not everyone is, eager for violence. You've managed to convince some people that this is just a misunderstanding, but unfortunately, half the group doesn't seem to feel the same way.
We can try and convince them to stop attacking our friend.
I mean, the second the guard tried to grab her, she wriggled away and kept running.
Run, I just wiggled out of his grasp. I did not consent to them touching me, thank you.
You did say, I'm just gonna let it happen.
Hey, you're on private property. You gotta leave. You didn't leave, you just kept coming in.
I didn't go in.
That's castle doctrine.
I'm just gonna use my turn to just try to explain to this guy who was up on the tent, like, there's a big misunderstanding. The ferret just got away and ran away, and we're not trying to cause any issues.
Okay, persuasion.
An 8.
Oh. He kind of nods, like he gets what you're saying. He seems like he's giving you some benefit of the doubt, but at the same time he says, well, it is still perhaps time for you to leave. All of you.
I mean, we're just hoping our friend doesn't die over there.
I doubt they would kill, but your friend is not making it easy. You see this whole fenced off area? This is ours, and you're not leaving.
Oh shit, we didn't realize that.
I'll just...
Well, there's a sign right there that says Wendell's Wonderland, and there's a sign that says games left and events right, and you, instead of leaving, just came in.
Oh, I thought it was just the tent. I didn't realize all this other stuff was yours too. I'm not really good at reading. I'm more of an artistic kind of guy.
That's gonna be your turn if you want that to be Brett.
Yeah, that'll be my turn.
I'm just gonna, like, put my back up against this fence, like, I'm ready to leave, but...
Okay, what are you doing, Watson?
So, I have a logistical question, because I could bonus action disengage, but does that only work for one person, considering I'm surrounded?
Oh, a bonus action disengage.
Would I disengage from all of them?
Man. No, I'm pretty sure disengage is well,
Because I
gotta Google it. It's been a hot minute.
Your movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks for the rest of the turn.
Yeah, so you'd be able to just run.
So I'm
dodging.
gonna bonus action disengage, and then Watson and I are gonna run this way towards our friends. How many we can move?
Wait, each square is 5, right?
Yeah, so we get
no. Okay, sorry. Some of them are bigger tiles than others for easier building, but every time your character moves with the left and right button, that's 5.
Okay.
So your character takes up a space of 5.
Yeah, so we get like here-ish.
You still have your action.
Oh,
To dash.
Yeah, because you bonus
I
action
am
disengage, so you can action dash. You can go 5 more spaces. Yep.
Isn't it
Right
6?
there.
I have 35.
Oh, then yeah,
I'm
sorry.
gonna get like over to here and be like, sorry.
You just like duck and dodge out of all these huge bruisers and just fucking make a run
I'm gonna yell
for
behind
it.
me and just be like, my bad.
They seem to stand their ground. They don't. They mosey a little bit back out into the open, waiting for something else to happen. But it doesn't seem like they're chasing you.
I'm gonna mutter to myself, what does a girl have to do to catch her weasel around here?
My character is going to be, that's what she said.
You haven't really heard much out of this jester or clown since you got here. He hasn't really spoken with you, but he looks up to you guys and he says, "Well, I think it's time for you to leave."
Righto.
Totally okay with that.
Please move past the property line.
I will once it's my turn.
Yeah. There's a general.
There you go, on that side of the fence. Watson. Or not Watson. Weasley.
Yeah, because it's not on your turn yet, so you are not able to move.
Weasley. Okay, Weasley and I are out of the fence now.
Okay, yeah, you move away, shuffle away, but unfortunately, the local guard is already here. Now that we're going to be exiting combat, they've approached you and mean to have conversation. Okay.
I'm gonna whisper over to Tony, be like, Tony, you're the talker. Let's let you talk.
Yeah, the local guard approaches, and one of them walks up to you, Tony, sword drawn, and just stares you down. They're waiting for you to start this conversation.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm just gonna tell them what happened, that she just chased her weasel, and that everyone got upset that she went past the line.
She kind of nods and listens to what you have to say. She says, "Listen, we don't want trouble in our small town. I'm Captain Della, and we specifically keep people like you out.
Whoa,
I'm gonna go talk
people
with
like us. Raisins.
Troublemakers. I'm gonna go talk to the owner, and you're gonna wait here with my guards, and we're gonna see what he has to say about it, and then we'll go from there. Do you understand?"
We got it.
She nods, and she walks over to talk to Wendell to see what he has to say. You wait a few minutes. You see some gestures, some people point at you. These two guards wait in the ready position as you stand here. She eventually walks back over. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna try to get the guard to play Boulder Parchment Shears with me while we wait.
You say out loud, and the guard ignores you completely. But you see the clown turn and look over at you like he'd heard what you said and was interested.
Yeah, we'll just say that I played a couple games while we waited.
Also, your character is still lying down.
Standing up.
He's standing up on my screen.
Oh, my screen, he's lying down.
The guard eventually comes back over, and she goes, "Okay, Wendell's very, very kind, and he's willing to look past any of this. The fact of the matter is, you weren't welcome. You were asked to leave. You charged in anyway. It's not something we're gonna lock you up for, but if you're trespassing, you know, we're gonna have a problem, or we'll move you from this town."
Alternatively, all right, my weasel ran away, and if I didn't catch him, one of their crazy human centipede animals over there could have eaten him. So really, I'm an animal activist.
Well, wouldn't it be convenient if your weasel just happened to go into the local gold stores and you chased him in there? Wouldn't that be convenient?
Interesting. Does this happen often to your town?
Like I said, no more trouble out of you. We don't want that here.
Fine.
And she begins to march away.
I'm gonna go ahead and tell Watson's like, maybe we should get a leash for your weasel.
We had a plan. It didn't go according to the plan. Very interested in staying in that inn, though, because my health is... I did get beat a few times, in case you missed that from so far away. Also, something not so chill happened, and I looked inside, and they have a manticore, just like floating around.
Hey, owning a manticore isn't against the rules, okay?
I just feel like that's not something you should have in that confined space, like a tent that's flammable.
DM. Do I know?
DM, do I know if manticores like are intelligent beings?
Ooh, give me a give me a history check or a nature check. I would give you either one of those.
Let's see.
History it is.
History it is. Dirty 20.
Ooh, yeah. So people have actually written about this phenomenon. As rare as they are, what little manticores have been studied appear to speak the they appear to speak the common tongue. It depends on a lineage issue, but many of them do have the ability to just straight up talk.
I will just relay this information as we're, I assume, walking to the end.
As you're walking to the inn, you specifically, Tony, feel a crinkling kind of sensation in your pocket.
I take a look.
You unfold a piece of paper, and kind of scrawled across it is a quick little note made very, very, very sloppily, and it just reads, "The Bar, 9:30, signed The Unbreakable Rock."
What's his name?
That feels sus.
The name rings no bells, but you know there's a local town tavern.
The Unbreakable Rock Johnson.
His name is
What? You know him?
Alright guys, we're gonna go ahead and end it there for tonight. Thank you so much for listening, and to the three of you, thank you so much for playing.
Bye.
Bye everyone!
And now I'm at the beach again, waiting on GM.
Tina will providing ambient sound.
God,
Barks.
I hope not.
Tina, no.
I'm just gonna add an in-game dog, so it seems like there's no
Can you-
reason there's always random
It could
barks.
be
Can you
a
hear
little
it?
bit.
A little bit, yeah.
It sounds like that.
Here you go.
It still says waiting on GM.
I added
Oh.
you a dog,
Wait.
Brett.
Thank
Wait,
you.
an
Thank
adventure
you.
to
Yes, I
begin.
see it.
Hold on,
Except
hold on.
that look.
Kill
I'm gonna
it.
close the door so that.
Kill.
Hey,
I murdered it.
need you recording. Shh.
Let the dog know your intentions. Hey, sweet girl, we're recording and we're playing D&D. Please calm down, little
Failed to
puppy.
fetch board, retrying.
That's great. I love that.